Guys, welcome to Colouring Book Club. Thank you for being here today. And how are we all on this beautiful spring sunny day in Australia? Hello, ambient landscapes. Oh, good, I can actually attend this one. Well, I'm glad you could be here for this too. Awesome. Die Welt an der Loop, Lande. Okay, on the land, Rita Berman, page 48 and 49. And today I'm going to start off with using gouache, not pencils. I'm going to use gouache. And when I've used gouache, I will go over later with pencil and do finer details and all that sort of thing. But at this stage, we're going to paint. So who knows what this will turn out like. It should be okay on this paper because it's pretty good paper. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I've got two different sorts of gouache. They're not really expensive ones. I've got Montmartre gouache set of 12 and Art Studio gouache set of 12. So I've got a few different colours to choose from. Now, apart from swatching, I haven't even used these. So it's about time I did. I hope I don't get too much out. So that one's cerulean blue. And this one is Prussian blue. And a little bit of ultramarine, just mix them all up. Got a fair bit of background, but I hope I don't get too much out. Mr. Squiggle. Remember Mr. Squiggle? If you're in Australia, I don't know about other countries, but used to be this puppet that used to have a pencil for a nose and used to draw. So that one was ultramarine, and this one is another Prussian blue, but this one is from Art Studio. Probably should shake this one as well. Hey Kathleen, good to see you here today. How are you? I'm using gouache in Rita Berman's book. Got all different types of blues. Now this one is Montmartre Titanium White. We've got another white here too, which looks the same. I'll still get a bit of it out. They look the same. They look the same on a swatch too. Okay. Oh, here we go. Now, I'm going to do this on the side because it would be easier for me. Hey, Sherry. Good, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing fine. How are you doing? Hope everyone's doing okay. Father's Day today too. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Oh, those two blues together. Now, at this angle, I've got to make sure that I don't get the leaves. And I don't like going over the lines, so it's going to take a little bit. Hi darling, you've been waiting a while. You put your comment in ages ago. God love you. Doesn't matter, I'll go over with a pencil and that anyway. But I try not to go over the lines if I can help it. I am mixing the blues up a little bit. Doesn't matter whether I use pencil or paint, it'll probably still take me forever. So what's everyone working on this week? Getting some colouring done, or maybe doing something else, diamond painting. Orange keeps getting in my way. I can't wait to get it cut. I was away from my computer. What paint is that? I'm using Montmartre gouache, which is not an expensive one, and Art Studio gouache. So both sets are sets of 12. And then after I've done all the painting, which will probably take forever, knowing me, I'll do the details in pencil. I'll let dog shut up. I hummed and hawed about whether doing like blue or doing like a dusk pink purpley sky. Maybe I can incorporate a bit of both. See what happens. I don't know. I stared at it for about 20 minutes or so trying to decide. Thought they both look good. So what are you painting in again, Heather? I'm doing Rita Berman on the Land. Getting between these leaves. You'll have to excuse me, guys. My eyes give me a bit of gravy these days and trying to focus. Now, I put the paints on the palette, but I didn't put them in order, so I really don't know which one's which, to be honest. Hi, Pam. Thank you for being here. Heater, I know I'm hot, baby. I've got to... should go and get a hair clip too. Between my fringe and my bloody eyes playing up. I think that's ultramarine, I'm pretty sure it is. Beautiful blue. But I'm mixing them up. So it's not just all one blue. And I have my book on the side because it's a lot easier for me. Oh, shut up. Oops. I think somehow I might have, I mean, it's double spread. If I get the, I want the background done and then I can get some sort of perspective on the rest of the picture. All the fiddly bits. Oh, Heather, I love it. Oh, I'm in hospital getting my infusion for pain management. Let's hope it helps. Well, fingers crossed, darling, it does. You'll be okay. All the best to you, girl. What's been happening? Nothing exciting here. This is going to be really exciting. Just picking up a bit of each colour. Wash it. Oh, I should get home tomorrow. Oh, awesome. I love how you're blending those blues nice and soft. I hope so. I suppose I could zoom in a bit. Probably looks crap now, Sherry. Thank you very much for that nice comment. Oh, this brush. Don't do that. I just cannot tell you how much I hate going over lines. And with gouache, you can add a bit of water and make it a bit more watery, a bit more translucent. So it's Father's Day today. And expect many will be spending time with their dads, if they've got their dads still. For those of us that haven't, happy Father's Day to our dads in heaven. Now, I need to turn that around because I want to see where the tree goes. It's weird. I don't know if they got the leaves and an acorn and the tree comes around. It's just weird. Anyway, I'll put a line across. Oops. Paint on a laptop. Better news, hubby and I are about back to normal. Still a wee bit of issues there and again, but definitely getting there. Oh, God love you. It locks you around. It's not good. I haven't had it. Touch wood, I don't. I'm very lucky. Okay. White. Need to brush a bit, I think. Yeah. Always get the Posca in later and do clouds if you wanted to. Or a bit of mist, or I just don't want that there. It doesn't look right. And I haven't got much on the brush, just a little bit. Some watercolour would have been nice too, actually. I did think about that, and I thought, no, I'll use my gouache. Then you can have it opaque or a bit transparent, whatever you like. I'm not sure I'm actually dipping it in the paint or not. I think have it a little bit on the brush. There's a tree up there. Remember his whiskers are there too. No, I've smudged the paint. Well, yep, smudged the paint. Okay, where else? Sorry if I moved the book around a bit much for you, but it is what it is. One of the hardest things with paint is if you run out and you need to mix more up to get a right shade. It's it's fun trying to get the right colour back. Don't really want it right up against his body because it looks like it just haven't got taken the paint up to the edge. Where else? Into his belly. All these little nooks and crannies get. Yeah, I wonder why there's a line there. So his other foot's there. Oh, just get rid of that. You are using watercolour. I'm using gouache, and then every now and again, if the paintbrush gets a little bit claggy, I'll either wash it or just dip the very, very tip of it into the water just so the paint's not as cloggy, and just thins it out a little bit. I wish she would make her books bigger. They are so cute, but oh so small. So I like little compact books, this size. Personally, for me, I reckon they're a good size. Oh, big books, small books, I like all books, but sometimes it's nice to just have this size, don't you think, Sherry? No? You like them all big? So it's going to be the fun part, is blending from the darker sky into the lighter sky. And we can do a couple of things. You can water the gouache down a little bit. You can use white. Gotta make sure I take it up to the edge. Now I can add just a little bit of white in there. I'm going to leave that bit and I'm going to go around the outside first and then probably lighten it off as I come down into this area here. But I was in two minds whether I thought, yeah, blues and make it like nighttime. And then I thought it would be nice with like a dusk, like pinks and purples and even a bit of blue in it. Would look pretty as well. Then I thought, no, the blues would look nice with the browns, with the acorns and the trees. And I was in two minds. Is it what we should be doing this smaller book? It's hard on my eyes. I'm having trouble full stop even today, even quite the last several streams, my eyes start blurring up. when I'm colouring, and even now with the light, the glare off the paint and the paper and my eyes and fringe getting in my face, but I'm not getting it cut until I get closer to the concert, so I've got to put up with it. And I've got a clip there which I should use. So I'm all over the shop at the moment. It's awful. Alright, like I said, I'm going around dark and I might lighten it off as I come in, so I'm going to work around the outer parts first, and hopefully that's dry enough. And I hopefully didn't get too much paint out that it starts to dry. So it's another thing you do, just use the tip of your finger and I'll blend it in. I might even get a Posca and, I don't know, add some fluffy clouds or something, just some more, a bit more texture. So now I've got that blue up here, and then this is pretty dark down here, so could use pencil or something just to lighten it up a bit, because it just doesn't look right to me. It just doesn't look right. It's too dark. But this paper seems to be going well with the wash. It's handling it pretty good. And just lighten that off a bit. Alright, tree, leaf. One thing you could do too is get a light coloured pencil and just put a pencil mark in between before you paint, so you know where the leaves and that are. So it's gloggy. And there go my eyes, gonna focus, blink a few times. Oh, it's not fun getting old. I'm also not using even long brush strokes, so it doesn't look like just one colour. It's by doing this small dabbing colour painting, it buries it up. And the fun part, getting into the spine. Now I've done this side reasonably dark, but I wanted this side a bit darker because that's more open, whereas this is more thick with trees. And if you're worried about dry lines from the paint, I'm going to try and blend it in I'll use pencils later and fix it up that way. You can also use like water, like dry lines to your advantage as well. And I am certainly no painter, that's for sure. A little bit of white in there as well. I don't want it too watery, as in watercolour. I'm only using enough water just to thin the gouache out a little bit. Basically blind in one eye and have issues with the other. Stinks. Yeah, it does stink. Although I'm not as bad as you with eyesight, but it does make it hard. Watching and swatching, does that blend to the back? Oh, does that bleed to the back? See, we're just talking about eyes. No, it's pretty good paper actually. It's pretty good. No bleeding. And I'm not putting it on like super thick either. Like a lot of water, moisture from the paint, but I'm not using watercolour. But I think it would handle. I think it would handle a little bit, not too flooded, but then again, you know what? You watch Mediana and she uses Mythomorphia and all sorts of books and just absolutely floods the page. Amazing. And she's obviously, you know, not fussed about wrinkles in her pages. Some people are. Doesn't bother me too much. That ultramarine is really, really blue. Yeah. So I'm just going to add a bit of white. I have to go back up here to get into the crack. I want that darker. I like the colour in there too. Alrighty. There's some fun bits here. I mean, I've got backing on there to protect it, but yeah, I've got to figure out which is leaves and which is not. Sorry about moving the book. But that's what I was saying before. You get a light coloured pencil and go in between all the little nooks and crannies and just mark it so you know what's leaf and what's not. This is I was looking at this early before I started streaming. Got the house roof. That must be just. Oh, okay. I get it. Must be sky. Could not figure out. It's like, what is that? You know, this is why, like, I'm painting in strokes just here, and you don't get that same blotchy effect. This is rather a sort of a kind of vibe. ASMR. It's satisfying. It's satisfying. You can take a craft iron and some wax paper and pretty smooth the pages out if the paper is thick enough. Yeah, you can do that. Just a nice warm iron and do it a lot. Thanks, Heather. I tried that in my Kirby book and it didn't like it and was nowhere near looking good. Laugh out loud. Either my book's broke or it's me laughing. Kathleen, go and watch Mediana. Mediana 09. I could watch her over and over and over again with her watercolours. Trust me, she floods her pages with watercolour. Absolutely amazing. Love watching her. And she'll work in one area and go to another area and then come back again. And when it dries a bit, it's just. But watching her paint, unbelievable. Oh, I love watching her. And I wish she'd do more. I mean, people have, stopped streaming and got other things going on. She's on Instagram and that as well. But just watching her, when you see what she does with the book and watercolours and that, you'd swear you could watercolour on anything. Now, I suppose I'm only assuming that gouache can reactivate with water. I don't know. Like I said, the only thing I've done with them is swatched. I haven't actually used them to yet. God, I love that colour. See, the ultramarine is very blue. Alright, I'm going to figure out, yep. You got to get it eventually. It's like, what is that? It's the sky between the leaf and the acorns. There's another gap up here. I think in here too. Right. Yep, I think I've done all that. Yep, I think I've got all that. All the little gaps. Yeah, she makes it look so easy. She's amazing. That's what I need you to do, Wesley, is just plain wet paint. What are you doing? Oh, look, he's shaking hands with you all. I read on Google somewhere that when a cat puts their butt in your face, they're shaking hands with you. So there you go. He's shaking hands with you. Only cat people would understand why I love cat butts and they're cute. There's just something about cat butts. They're cute. When they're walking along and you're following behind them. Yeah, it's just cute. It's not their butthole. It's their. It's either side of their butt. Like, and I don't know. And their tail's up, and they're just not so much when they get shoved in your face at 3 in the morning. It's like, I'll fix you, Mum. I'll wake you up. Now I want it dark over this side, but there is one lamp here that I've got to remember to go around as well. Close that lamp. Just make sure I'm on screen. Otherwise, I just want to go around the lamp and make sure I don't go too close to it. You can always fix it up with pencil or whatever later. Okay. It's so good at the moment. You get up in the morning and the US Open's on. It's like, yay! Something decent on telly. um, wash and wash every now and again, otherwise it's stuck dry. Not so much when they're getting shoved in your face in the morning. Sorry, I had to have infusion site changed back. It's alright, Pam. I hope you're doing alright, darling. I hope it worked for you. That's not what I want over here. Okay. Some thick bits. It's right up here. Where else? Right. Still got a blob on it. Where else? I like that bit there, but it wasn't dark. If you go too dark, you can always use some white paint. Or use your pencils later. dark. Okay, forget the coffee too. And B messaged me earlier. She's got Father's Day. A lot of people have. Who said Tony was quicker? Now I've just done this bit here. I do not want that to be just the one colour. Blue. Shut up, dog. Now the ultramarine is very bright, as I said. So you can mix up some other colours with it. Yeah. Tiny bit of white. Oh, it's part of the A4. So is anyone else watching the US Open? Did you take some colouring books or something into hospital with you, Pam? So one good thing about colouring is it certainly makes like time goes. That's leaf there, that's all leaf there. That's all leaf. One thing good about gouache is, or paint, is you cover up the black line easier too. Well, so I've got paint down there too. Be careful where you put your hands or that end up your paintbrush. I can't remember which one's the ultramarine. They're all mixed up now. No, you didn't watch it. Yeah, but pencils and 5 books. Wasn't sure what I would feel like colouring. I've done 4 completed pages and whip. That's funny that it's like, what ones will I take? You've got that many choices, and then when you do, and you go away or hospital or wherever, and it's like, oh, I should have brought such and such a book with me. So when I was a kid, I used to go up to my mum's parents. Um, they lived on a block of land in the bush, and then they moved onto a farm. And when I was a kid, well, it doesn't matter, other places too, going out visiting, got to take your favourite stuffed toy, got to take your pencils and your colouring book and whatever else. So when my mum's parents lived on a farm, a sheep farm, we had a lot of rain down the sides of the road in the culverts, and all the frogs, the tadpoles, in there. Anyway, I had this really big, long jar. It was a big, good, big, nice big jar. I can't remember. I don't know. I had about 500 tadpoles in it, and it was half, 3/4 full of water, of course. And I wanted to bring home, but I refused to put the lid on it because they need to breathe. I don't know if we were like 2/3 of the way home or something, and yep, over it went. Oh, tadpoles everywhere! I was so upset. Trying to rescue them all. Oh no. Have you heard from Isolina? Did she get home? I haven't heard from her yet, no. And I hope she's doing okay, or she watches this. I hope you're okay, Isolina. And hello. Sending you hugs, girl. Hey, Kelly. Nice to see you, girl. Oops, this is getting a bit on the dry side. And my poor tadpoles. Oh, devastated. So, quite a few. But I don't know if anyone knows, but tadpoles will cannibalise as well. So of course, they started dying and eating each other. I didn't keep them in a jar. I put them in something else. Can't remember what that was. But yeah. So one thing when you're doing something like this and you use paint, you go over the top of it. You got to remember there's whiskers. You got to remember like his poor little legs, and then because you got black print, like some of the stems, the finer stems, is sort of pretty much painted over them so you can't see them. So you gotta remember that. what I might do is while the paint's white, let's just go in there over. You can always grab a pencil and darken it up later. No, don't go on his wing. Lighten up anyway. So that's what I'm not doing, is that one tone colour. Not a fan of it. I like it to have some sort of, I mean, I don't mind it, it just depends on the situation. I wouldn't just do this one, like the background one colour blue. I like to have it all got variations of colour and that in it. To you, Kelly, felt okay, or resting and getting pain meds pumped in my system. Well, God love you. Hope they're giving you something good. Psychedelic colouring. Heather, are you using acrylic paint or watercolour? I'm actually using gouache. They're not expensive ones. This is Montmartre set of 12 gouache. And the other colours are, well, there's another 12 in Art Studio gouache. And I've got, so between the two of them, there's just got some variations in colour. So I've grabbed the blues, the cerulean, Prussian, another Prussian blue, ultramarine, a bit of white. And I'm just using those 4 blues and the 1 white for the background. I've got way too, I'll have to use that wash on something. I'll find something. Shut up. Where's Lisa when you need her? She can yell at the dogs. Well, the other night at 20 to 12 again, I haven't heard the little mongrel for a while. A little yapper over the back started. It's 20 to 12 at night. People are in bed. Like, really? I actually end up yelling at you. Consider it, bitch. I'm glad you're able to receive effective pain treatment. In the US, it isn't very easy to get real effective treatments or medications. Oh, what are you supposed to do? Suffer? Gotcha, very nice. I've never tried wash yet. It's like an acrylic paint, but I mean, acrylic paint, you can wash that, do washes with that as well, water it down, you can, you know. But, yeah, the gouache paint is more opaque than watercolour, but you can water it down, and I've added water in here, just a little bit to thin it out a bit, every now and again. Your favourite barking dog? Oh, yeah. You know, it was funny last night. someone else that lives in the community on Facebook, she put, was it to the people of lifestyle? Basically, she's had a picture, like, and it says, speed limit 15. And she's like, people are starting to speed, especially in her street. Again, and hang on. Because I thought it was funny. If lucky I'm in Australia, then yeah, that's pretty bad. What are you supposed to do, Alright, so she posted this, right? Speed limit 15. And she put, hi all lifestyle people. Noticing a lot of people driving a bit fast again, especially in her street. And I put, it's not a lifestyle, it's in reality a retirement village. People don't wear glasses so they feel younger. It says speed limit 45. And she put, where are you living on the moon? So I put, no, I live in the first street before you, where they do 45 every day. Speed limit 15 sign is just a mirage, just like the bowling green is real grass for their dogs to shit on and become a garden ornament. And she put, oh, I know who you are. Sorry, text sounded weird. They do speed, hey. And I put, I was hoping you'd see the funny side of my comment and have a laugh. And yes, many don't respect any of the simple rules. They don't wear glasses to make them feel younger. Speed limit, look, says 45. I thought it was funny. But she didn't realise who I was at the start. Well, are you living on the moon? No, I live in the next street. Sorry. Oh, look, I mean, yes, Heather suffer indeed because of people becoming addicted too much. Yeah, I gathered that. So the people with severe chronic pain here pay the price for addicts. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But I won't go there. We are following the US, so it is getting harder, but my pain specialist is very good. Yeah, you shouldn't have, no one should have to suffer like that. Now I've got blue on one side of the brush. I'm taking advantage of that. And then on the other side, well, it's blending in there, but I've got a bit of white. I reckon that'd be a cool effect, but I won't remember to do it. But like for raindrops, doing, like, and I suppose people do anyway, but it's probably better that way because then the thinner parts at the top and the thicker parts at the bottom. But to do a background like that as well. Into the nook and cranny. Well, I've hardly got any white now. Too much water on it. And I'm only using a bit of water just to thin the paint out a little bit. And it's been sitting on the palette for nearly 1.5 hours. And if you've left an area like I have, and then your brush gets lighter on paint, that's when you can go back and it's, you know, you've got that colour that you have over here and use the rest of it up. I use that blue over here. Yeah, I still don't want, like, it's a big area, but I don't want just plain, you know, still put some texture into it. But at the moment I'm just using up what's on the brush because I do have a fair bit on here. Well, the white paint is not exactly white anymore. Oh, just I might leave it pale. Sure yet. It's dark. Very glad you both told us with compassion, common sense. Yep. No, is it jam? Bedside manner is amazing. Bedside manner is amazing too. Had one like that too, Sherry, but he died unexpectedly from a type of stomach colon cancer. Oh, he also had the best bedside manner. I miss him greatly. I found it decent. Yeah, I know. When you've got a favourite doctor and they retire, or yeah, it's not. It's like no. I'm still wondering. Oh, yeah, down here needs to be done. Getting just a little bit dry. I grabbed that bloody ultramarine. It's too. It's good using it with the other colours, but it's too blue on its own. blue, baby blue, one of those blues from Christmas would be good just to get in there for the finer detail. Now I've got this white here, I don't know. Did like it. Just wondering whether I want that so pale. Oh, hang on. Hi B, bye B. Wait a minute. Oh. God, the guy that replaced him is definitely not as passionate or a great bedside manner. Hey B, thank you for popping in. Bye B. Have a good day. What a shame, Kelly. Morning B. Can't stay, just wanted to drop and run. Hope you didn't break anything. He actually just literally tortured me again and gave me the 3rd dose from medical trauma Monday, and he burnt on both sides. Highest neck disc levels 3 each side. Oh God. Take it up any day. Yes, Sherry, that's what I was. Station didn't work again. Okay, gotta run by her the chat. God love her. That's dedication for you. Even if you got a split second, you call in and got to say hello. And I love it. I won't pay for anesthesia anymore. God. I'm angry at the moment. This is the 3rd time it's happened twice in 2020. Again Monday. Oh, Kelly. Oh, God. What's the world coming to? Really? It's just, yeah, I don't know. After people. Let's pretty much. Neat. I'm gonna go right in now. Use baby blue, powder blue, something like that from the prisms. My first thought when I was going to do this picture, just took me long enough. I went through the books about 3 bloody times trying to decide which one. I like to get an image in my head of what I'm actually, what colours, you know. I'll get an image and I go, yeah, that picture. And I had a couple, but it's like, oh, I don't know. And I was, oh, there's a double page, there's a double page. I really like this one. And there's a couple of others, but I decided on this one. And then I thought, I'm just going to use all different kinds of pencils, just anything and everything. And then early this morning I woke up and I got there and I was like, why not use, because it's a double page and it's the background and everything. I thought, I'll use paint, I'll use gouache, and then later on I'll just go over and do all the details in pencil. So I like using paint and then pencil and whatever, but it's like if you use paint and then you go over it all in pencil, then as much as the paint's underneath, you're kind of doubling up on art supplies, if you sort of know what I mean. So I've never really, not that often that I do that. But I think I will. I think I'll try and start doing it more. Using paint first, and then detailing pencil. See that now that I've got hardly anything on my brush, I'll go up and do that colour. It's blending very nicely. same colour blue. It's a beautiful spring day out there. There's only one thing it needs to do, and that's warm up a bit. 25 would be nice. It'd be nice. Like, I do have the doors open. I've got the door open a bit for Wesley to get out. So it's not open much because it's still cool. But when it warms up and it's like, oh, open the windows and the doors and let some, you know, light in and let some fresh air in, and it's like, I can listen to the damn dogs all day. Up here. Oh, oh, goodness me. There's more. But wait, there's more. It's a bit plain Jane. So this is one of those streams where when I finish, I want to keep going. Oops. We'll never hurt again. Yeah, we'll see you all there, Sherry, around a big, huge colouring table. We'll have lots of cakes and coffee and champagne and colouring and pizza. Chinese. I don't know how that's heavy. Today here was hot. We're in the 90s steady today for about a week during the day, but cools off a lot after sunset. We're definitely heading into fall, just praying we don't have any blizzards this winter again. Weather is weird all over the world. Yep, it is Pam and just keeps getting worse. Here Tornado alley is shifting east towards Ohio. And no thanks, Kelly. Nah. I went through 140 km/h winds once, and I was actually leaning up against the front door thinking the house was going to blow apart. And it did a fair bit of damage to some farm hay sheds and what. I tell you what, all I could do was lean against that door and go, I don't know how they do it. There's no way turn you into bloody nervous wreck. Nah. And I know it's seasonal, but yeah, nah. Nah. That was enough for me. Oh yeah, absolutely, Sherry. Yeah. Mm. So I wonder what little creatures live in these little acorn houses. I have to use this wash up on something else. Which means I'll have another picture started. And I like too many whips. So that's just a bit too plain there for me. But then you keep going over it. It's got some life into it. Alright. I am busting, I know that much. Alright, a bit of backing. Now get this done. And then get onto pencil and you can play details. But I wanted to do the sky even though it was boring for some. You still get to see the colours, see it come to life. Hang on. Wake up, mouse. Oh, hang on. Whoops. One at a time, sometimes an hour at a time. Yep. Hello, what book is this? I'm surprised that a colouring book could handle gouache. Oh, absolutely. There's plenty of colouring books that will handle gouache. This is Rita Berman's On the Land, or Zoolander, and the paper. Oh, goodness me. And the paper is, I had it all the time. The paper is pretty good. So yeah, it's handling it. It's not bleeding onto the back. It's not even wrinkled. I haven't used a lot of water. I have used a bit of water in some places to thin the paint out, or if the paint, you know, it's getting a bit dry. It's been there for 2 hours. So it's doing good. But this is the land. I've got underwater, land, and walking through the seasons. I walk through the seasons. I haven't got the winter one. Oh, we've had tornadoes, earthquakes, hurricanes. We get extremely hot and bushfires, but that's all. Yeah. I've had a couple of earthquakes. Nothing extreme though, thank goodness. Sorry, I don't know much about gouache. You're fine, Kelly. Ask away. I'm no expert either, but, you know, we'll all learn together. Have Rita Berman winter book. I think this is the fall one. No, it's not the fall one, Sherry. Yes, Pam, wildfire smoke kept me in the house a lot this summer. All the things burning affected my asthma. Yeah, it's not real nice. Looks pretty good, Hannah. Thank you, Pam. Yeah, we get lots of that in summer. Can pencils go on top of gouache? Likely they do. Watercolour, or is it too thick? No, it can go on top. And stay tuned, because I was going to do the whole lot in gouache, and then I'm going to do the finer details in pencil. So stay tuned, Kelly. But no, pencil will go over top. Prismas are great for going over top of acrylic paint, watercolour. You can use other pencils too, but one of the greatest pencils for going over acrylic paint, especially when you're doing like mixed media, altering books, things like that. Prismas, excellent. sticker cardstock, then I don't have any Rita Berman books yet. There's other books you can use. I mean, people use acrylic washes or gouache washes, straight out acrylic paint without watering it down, in Mythomorphia and heaps of other books. And even Clara's books, which I have used, I think it was Inktense I used once with water, and I don't want to do it again. It can handle it a little bit crinkly, but those books are, you know, very, very expensive, so it's just pencils only in them, really. And maybe a bit of gel pen and Posca, but I can't say I will ever use watercolour in Clara's books. They're just too expensive. Sticker cards, look, I don't have it. Yeah, it's not a bad paper. I have this one and Europa. Oh, yeah, yep. Gosh, is if watercolour and acrylic paint had a baby. Yeah, kind of, yeah. It isn't, oh, my bad. What? And you're right when you said it's like acrylic paint and watercolour had a baby. It's true. That's, yep. It's not as transparent as watercolour. It can be as thick as acrylic paint, as you can see here. Or you can water it down, which I've added a bit of water in a couple of places. It's quite versatile. It's a good paint. And the coverage of it, it's smooth actually. It's nice. It's good. Yep. Dries pretty quick. I mean, you wouldn't, if you put it on real thick, it'd obviously take longer, but I love Prisma, yeah. I do have Mythomorphia and Kirby. Sherry. Alright, just the outside of the tree. Yeah. No, I'll agree with that. It is. It's halfway between a watercolour and an acrylic paint. You can water it down, you can use it neat, it doesn't matter. It's quite versatile. I've only ever, well, I did say at the start of the stream, I've only ever really swatched. I haven't actually used them, but I'm not 100% sure on that now. I think I haven't used them like this before, not that I can think of. And I am thinking about maybe I'll get around to it, like I say, every other week. Do the acrylic or do the gouache off stream, unless you want me to do otherwise. And then next stream, I can get straight onto the pencil and doing all the details. No promises there. So you got these blades of grass, but I don't know which one's which. I'll just leave that. I mean, this is just a base coat of gouache. Not a deep lot to go yet. And I find this bit down here a bit weird. I suppose it's the tree, but it's just weird. Alright, I've only got this bit to do in here. And then you can all run away. And I'll put in this basic sky blue colour, baby blue, whatever, down. But I will add to it. It's not going to stay this one boring blue. And I think it reactivates a bit too. I'm soon to be able to blend that in really well. So that's something else too. Yeah, I don't think there's any here. I think it's all good. That colour. Does it need fixative? No. I have never, well, personally, no, I've never used fixative on anything but pan pastels, soft pastels, or anything. I don't use fixative on distress inks or acrylic paints, or because it's fine. It's it's not gonna rub off or come off or this paint. Right. Hasn't come through. I was thinking ahead. Hasn't come through. Hasn't bled through. It's all good. Tiny bit of crinkle there, but that's still wet. Apart from that, it's that's the only bit there which is I've just done. But anywhere else, no. You can tell it, like when you do your, not really. Just very, barely tell some, when you use paint compared to pencils, you can tell the difference in the page. But barely. It's pretty, there's not much difference at all. Fixie, I'm very interested. You spiked my curiosity. I wouldn't think so, Pam, but don't know for sure. No. I'd like to keep watching. What now? Well, I'm going to go to the loo. I know that much. There is something, as I said, that is sort of as about this. Yeah, I'm glad you asked that, Pam, because I'm not sure either. It's hard to explain, but it's worth looking up. Autonomous sensory meridian response. Go, Sherry. I can go a bit longer. I'm not doing anything else. I need to go to the loo. Big time. There we go. You can look at that for a minute. I'm going to put the kettle on then. Are you going to stay, Pam? It is kind of like a very satisfying feeling you get when you do something like popping bubble wrap or metallic watercolour rinse. Okay. Can be really interesting, yes. That's it. Beautiful, Heather. Thank you, Callie. Yep, so the gouache. Well, for those who do, Pam wants to keep watching. I can do that. She's in hospital. Oh, yep, come lower. I can't go anywhere. That's right, you can't. You're stuck. I'm not laughing you're stuck in hospital. I'm laughing because you got nothing else. You know, there's nothing better to do than watch colouring book club colour paint. If you had better things to be doing, you'd be doing them. All right, I'm going to put the kettle back on and make a fresh coffee. And I'm going to go and offload my last couple of coffees. Looks good, Heather. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, guys. All right, so that's it. I'm going to the loo and go to the loo and a new coffee. If you'd like to hang around, thank you very much. If you have to go and do other things, totally understand. Either way, it was great to have you here, or it's great to have you stay. Later, ladies. Bye, Sherry. Thank you for being here. See you next week, hopefully. All right, I'm going to go. Oh, Wesley. Cat's in front of you. Shut you. Like most cats. You drink that one. And I'm talking to you guys, I'm not talking to myself. And that's what you do when you're busting for the loo. You run water. Helps. Not. Come on, guys. You've got food, mister. Intermission over. To it. Right. Oh, hello. No, you didn't miss it. It's still here. Coloria looks good. Heather, load. Okay, Sherry. I'm not doing anything else, and we'll hang out until Heather gets tired and stops streaming. I need to find some reference photos for my 3 jellyfish in Rooms of Wonder. Well, Google will help you out there. Some amazing pages out of that book. Followed characters over the bulk of the double page aquariums, but I want to change some of the colours to different ones for the jellyfish. Who's coming back? We're just waiting. No, a friend, Lulu, when I was 5 years old, she had blonde hair too. That was 42 years ago. Oh, would you happen to be the same one? Oh, gosh. Okay, we'll do a bit more. My streams, a long time ago, used to go for hours. And I mean hours. Unless you're in the UK, it wasn't me. Alrighty. I'll do it that morning, yeah. Start up here. Why am I using my finger? Because it just gives it, when you want to blend it in a bit. You dab it on with the paintbrush and it's got those dots, and just to even them out a bit. I'll just use my finger. I just want some other blues in there. Yeah, I haven't really got much white. I hope that looks alright. That'll do, I think. I love the ultramarine colour. I've got to get rid of yeah, I've got to get rid of that. I love that blue in there. Alrighty. Now. So I've got white up there, in there. If there's anywhere else, not really. I should have maybe left that. I like the blue. I'm just looking around. I think that'll do. Change my water as well. Never been outside the US. Still think I'm 22. Oh, me too, Lulu. Rock on, baby. 35 at heart and 80 in body. They're as young as you feel, Kelly. Oh, so might miss chat. No worries, Lulu. But good to have you here, girl. Then I'm 80 because that's what my body tells me daily. Feel 90 some days, but I'm 56 now. Yeah, you're my, well, I'm 57. So we're the same age. Alright, I've got to change this water. So I'll be back in a second. The beauty of having a musician right here. Hello. What you doing? No. So haven't you bloody finished it? Mum, you've usually finished by now. It's like, no, extended play. Yes. Alright, let me... I think the burnt umber is a good colour for the squirrels. And a fair bit of it, actually, the acorns. Right, burnt umber. In the art studio. It's burnt sienna. That one. I should have shaken it first. It does get a bit liquidy. Loving the pic, Hannah. Thank you very much, Lulu. Wesley. Let's see how we go with that, because I should have shaken it up first. But even though they're in tubes, sorry about the table wriggling. It's quite watery, but that's okay. It's not from water, it's actually just from the oils in the paint. It's just quite yellow. So what I might do is, I haven't got any backing. It's a good base coat anyway. Might do the squirrel, use it up. I remember on his tummy. I need a reference for squirrels. I know they've got white stripes on them and they've got black on them and like a burnt sienna colour. But they've got white tummies, haven't they? A little bit of white in their tails too, which you can add on with Posca or something later anyway. Oh, see, I did. I've done that part. I didn't allow for this part of his chest. That's all right. Posca will fix that. Or go over with whitewash when it dries. Now, This is where I want to reference. Nearly forgot his leg. But I will do fur with pencil. I won't leave it like that. It's plastic. Yes, white cream bellies. Yep, that's what I thought. Our neighbourhood hawk has eaten most of the squirrels near our house. Aww. Aww. I need some more burnt umber. So it's a whole lot darker now. Look at the difference. Coffee, 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 coffee. Always let them go cold. I'm streaming. Oh, using the left arm a minute. Careful. Alright, now this little guy. It's more the colour that I wanted. No, no go over. That's probably white too, is it? Doesn't matter. It can be fixed. I'm using just a tiny bit of water just to dilute it a bit. I'm actually enjoying painting it, but I can't wait to get onto the detail with the pencils. I want the hairline to try and be the same direction. even though I will go over with pencil and do fur. Oh, I missed a bit at sea. I missed a bit of sky under his tummy. It's always the way. More moisture on the brush. Bit of water. Do his stripes brown, it doesn't matter, Posture will fix that. Squirrels, rabbits, red fox and a white deer provoke our little angel. She's a silky terrier. And stray cats drive her insane. That would terrify me. What? A hawk? We've got hawks here. We inherited her when Josephine passed away last year. She's very protective of her people in territory, the yard and the driveway. Yeah. And what is it? A foxy? A silky terrier. They just hunt their food. They're all amazing to watch. Yep. Peregrine falcon's the fastest bird in the world. Sounds like a feisty thing. All birds scare me, I'm sure. It's better after the magpie swooped me daily walking to school. The bald eagles around the reservoirs are much bigger than the hawk. Oh God, yeah. Some birds are nasty little buggers. Yep. When I was living in a house, this young girl was living with me and she was going to TAFE. Now, what I used was burnt umber, and this is still burnt umber, but now that I've shaken the tube up, God, I can't see, glare, it's a whole lot darker, but it's the same paint. I'm having a bit of trouble with the light on the wet paint glaring. Now I do have alright, I've got some yellow ochre here, so that really light colour before I shook the tube and got the oils mixed in. I'm going to use the yellow ochre with the burnt umber, so I can still get that light colour, which is not far off. I should probably learn the lesson and shake it first. I've never seen any falcons around here. We've got falcons, hawks, eagles. Some birds are definitely not afraid of people, especially geese and birds with nests near humans. Oh, geese. Oh my God, they can be better than a watchdog. Oh God, dog. Yes. See, that's watery, and I'll mix that. Needs more. It's alright, I'll use it. I can use them both together, can't I? Right, without sticking my hand in it. It's a good base coat, actually. Colour of the acorns. That's right, I remember to do that sky. I missed under his tummy. His acorns everywhere. Right, now big burnt umber. They're everywhere. Some of it definitely humans. Your underpainting is intriguing, Heather. Do you mean underpainting by as in base coat? Heather, are the brushes the same as the ones you use for acrylic synthetic? Yes. In Australia we have Bunnings, and I just use those. I like them. They're soft. They seem to work pretty good. And not, I know you can get the real squirrel hair brushes. Now that's going to smudge a bit. I'll bloom it. You can always go over with a light colour. So even with just the paint, got pencils to do the details. I'm using the paint. Here's another one. And another one, and another one. We had a couple of acorn trees in primary schools. Kids used to collect the acorns. Don't know what we did with them. Nothing, I don't think. Take a million years to grow. Very old trees. Looking for acorns. Oh, those there. Don't think there's any more down there. The mushrooms. There's no others there. Right. Yeah, there is a lamp there and it's actually on. You can always get yellow Posca or white Posca or something and go around it, fix it up. Just a bit. Doesn't matter. I'm mixing up the pencil. Oh, yes, based on the painting are the same thing to me. Yep. Okay. No fun stories, Heather? No. I like stories, Emily. That funny stuff. Live pages. I know there's more acorns. Yeah, I don't watch any streams. I get time and it's too time consuming and you get caught up in it and don't get anything done and okay. Oh, yep. Alright, I miss more sky. I forgot about that bit too. Alright, I'll do this one down here. Crazy, it's beautiful. Blue sky, it's lovely out there. But it's still cool inside, so you've got the heater on. Feel a bit guilty to turn it off. Alright, I'll wash that. Yeah, it does make a difference, the time. I mean, I stream. It's 11:55 in the Sunday morning here in Australia, in Victoria, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning when I start streaming. And I think about doing other times, and then I thought maybe do it at night, and then sometimes at night time it's like I'm ready for bed. Because it's hard, because like Lisa and like being in the UK, someone else is in the UK, it's yeah, it's hard. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. It's like, oh my God, what? And of course, Bee's in Victoria. She's the same as me. And Pam, yeah, it's 11:54 because you're in Australia as well. Saturday 9:55 at the moment. Yep. Big time difference. Yeah. Yep. All right. Now I'm going to do a bit of sky, and I haven't used the blues. And yes, they do like watercolor reactivate. Now I've got under his belly to do. Whoops. Yeah, no, I'll paint my hand instead. But I will, it's nearly 12 o'clock, so I will go. I'll just do this bit of sky. And then I'll go. You'll be getting your lunch soon. Pam, hospital. Hope it's something nice. I've never had problems with hospital food. I've always liked hospital food. Make sure I don't put my hand anywhere. Oh, and I did finish. Hang on, what about that? Yeah, gouache, it reactivates. Good. So you blend the colours in. I need to fix that up. Needs more blue in it. I can fix it up with pencil or whatever else. Anyway, that's it so far. To me, I mean, it gets ugly before it gets beautiful, as they say. But there's a long way to go. It is a double patch, but I'll use the gouaches, and like I said, I might do the rest in gouache, and then next stream I can get the pencils out and do all the details. Might. Other things to do as well. No, I haven't been doing any colouring. Alright, so the one I did, get that out so my book doesn't get wet. There we go. So the one I started on stream is finished. I didn't bother doing any background for it. That's a bit... It might be better. Because the sun's come out and the sun's out now and it's coming around and the lighting's changing. Anyway, so the one I started on stream, I finished. I didn't do the background. Looks awesome. Thank you very much, Pam. It's a great start, Heather. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, it's got a long way to go, but yeah. Yes, Mr. US streamers, but we are a day ahead of everyone. Yep. If only we knew what their numbers were for Tatslotto, hey. Do you get to visit B in person, Heather? I don't know much about Australia and the province or states or what they are called there. B's in the same state as me. She's about an hour and a half drive away, roughly, on the other side of Melbourne, the city in Victoria. And she came and stayed with me overnight one night. Easter, actually, she came and stayed. But I haven't been down to her place. It probably has some very nice food. Gotta need to roll me all the way home. That good. And distances and how big and for each place. Great start, Heather. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, guys. Take care, ladies. Oh, wow, Heather. I bet that was lovely. Yeah, it was good. She stayed overnight, but she wasn't feeling 100%, as you know. So she was going to stay a couple of days, and the ferry rocked her around a bit coming over. So Cam come and picked her up and drove her home. Anyway, that's that one done. I didn't do any background. I just left it. So that's that one done. So that book can go away. And I did do, last night I was playing around. What did I do? All I did was the can down the bottom on that page. And it was getting a bit late and I thought, I've got to go to bed because I have to stream. So I did these two here. Hang on, I better zoom out. I usually do show and tell halfway through streams. Oops. There we go. So I did those two. Just all I did was that. Bit of a beach sort of thing. I don't know if you can see that. A little bit of water there. And around it. And I did that butterfly and distressed the background. Got that to do. The elephant's finished. I posted that one. I think I showed it last stream. But anyway, the elephant's done. I've got to do that one. Oh, there's a few others, but no, that's all I did. Just the butterfly, the background, that. And whatever else. Oh, that. That's all I did. Was the can. So I've got this to do. I'm determined to get this book finished. It'll be the first colouring book I've ever finished. Yeah, the elephant's pretty popular, actually. So I'm glad she was at least... She streamed. She was on stream with me. And it was at Easter, so I don't know what's that. When was that? April or something? I think I put it in the heading, special guest colour with Faithful Girl or whatever, so you can go looking for it if you want. But yeah, she streamed with me. Glad she was at least able to visit. Yeah, it was nice to have her here. I'm in Sydney, about 12 hours from Heather. Yep. It's quite a ways, Pam. Yeah, it's a decent drive. Love the elephant. Thank you, Kelly. Beautiful work, Heather. Thank you, Kelly. I need to look for that stream. How cool. Wait, you weren't there for it, Lulu. It was Easter time, I think. But anyway, it's... I can't even remember what we coloured to make it easy for you. You'll have to go and watch all of them. No, if you go into videos and you scroll down, you'll see... Yeah, no, I cannot think what we coloured. It might have been mythographic or something, mythic worlds or something like that. I'm guessing. Anyway, so yeah, she was here for that, so that was cool. I'll hopefully get down to her place one day, but I don't know when that'll be. And I've got to leave Wes, and he don't like me leaving. He's happy to see me when I come home. It's funny. I'll go look. Yep, I cannot remember. But if you go to the heading, you know, on the channel, not playlist, videos, and then scroll down, you'll see special guest, and that was about April, so a few months ago. Anyway, that is this. That is that. All's well and good. Lots to go, obviously. Take care of yourselves. See you when I see you. Alright guys, thank you for being here today. 3 hour stream. Look out. Get rid of that. And it zooms back in. Never mind. Alright. Yeah, all good. Caught up with chat. Take care of yourselves, guys. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And hope to see you all next week. Kelly, if you can make, and Ambient Landscapes, thank you for being here today as well. It was nice to have you here. Love the stream. Catch you all next week. I hope so. Kelly, if you're interested in gouache, pencil going over top, hang around, girl. Not hang around all week. You better not wait. It'll be a long wait, but next week. Love the stream. Catch you all next week. Glad I caught you at the end, Heather. Yeah, so am I, Lulu. Take care of yourselves, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.